is good to go. What was the other one?
X good to go. YouTube live.
YouTube live. Set. Go. Set.
Blast off.
I'm telling you, bro.
Have you seen that guy, that one song? You don't need to put money in my pocket. I close
No.
the door, you just lock it. No?
No, is this like a viral thing?
10 years ago. More.
Oh,
15 years ago.
Okay.
Viral 15 years ago. Off blast. No?
Dude, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never heard
Okay.
of this thing.
Okay. Well, listen, we're early. We're early, so until people get in here, I might be able to find it.
That'd be sweet.
What's up, bro? Sweater weather's back.
Yeah, man. It's good to see you, bro. You look good. You look sharp.
Thank you. I don't think we've ever gotten on early, ever.
I know. Look at us, Ben. Look at us. Listen, tonight we're vibing tonight. We look good. I think this is the best we've ever looked. I mean,
really?
Well, it's the best I've ever looked.
Okay, I could agree with that.
Thank you. So, and you know, the text working. We got on early. I'm not late.
You're not late.
You have a nice sweater on. I have a big fat E on my chest.
I found the video.
Nice.
Okay.
Play it?
Shoot, we're probably gonna get like a copyright strike. Okay, I'm just gonna share my screen so people can look it up. I promise you'll thank me. Okay.
I want to do a screenshot because I'm gonna forget.
No, hold on. How do I do this? Off blast. Okay, do you see it?
You gotta make it bigger though. Can you make it bigger somehow?
I'm just gonna hit it for like 3 seconds.
Okay.
Can you hear it?
No. Oh yeah.
Wake up from your sleep. We have arrived onto the future, and the world is become electronic, supersonic.
That's all I'm gonna play. I'm telling you,
this did not go viral.
I'm telling you, whatever the equivalent of viral is, like 15 years ago, that's what this did. Hey, this is 13 years ago. I called it.
Share it with me really quick.
So look up Zlad, Z-L-A-D.
I'm gonna forget.
Well, whatever. You could come back and watch this.
I'm gonna text it to myself. Zlad,
Z-L-A-D. And I'm sure the rest will pop up. But you're welcome.
Okay.
We have 1 minute until 8 o'clock Eastern, bro. And we have a lot to discuss tonight. Not least of which is, should I add this to my collection?
Yes, thank you. Look how beautiful that is. What is that? Does that have a name?
Why is it not focusing?
I know, right? What a bummer. Man, that is so nice looking, dude.
Oh, baby.
It is so small.
Oh, baby.
Wow.
Ben,
I really like that, dude.
We should just start doing episodes on my pipes.
Yeah. You know, if I come visit you and that goes missing,
I hope not, because that's probably at least $1,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, did you refurbish it?
Yeah, but my pipes are stupid. Like, it's bad. It used to be worse. It used to be way worse. Like this is just remnants.
Okay.
You know, that's just leftovers. Ones that I'm like, I like these. I'm not going to get rid of these. But I used to have hundreds. But that's the game, baby.
I love that about you, man.
What, kind of weird?
Nah, I think I love that. I remember the first time you told me that you did that, like 20 years ago, 25 years ago. I don't even know how long. You've been doing it since like high school, probably. I don't know.
No, college. Right. Last year of college. So I started refurbishing and selling pipes my last year of college. So it's been, I want to say 15 years, maybe.
That's wild. Right? That's awesome. Probably more.
Yeah, because I started smoking a pipe.
Actually, probably 15 years.
I started smoking a pipe in the basement of our house that we were renting with my roommates. And because we had a fireplace. It was in Washington, in Spokane.
Nice.
And I used to study while smoking a pipe in the basement and like blowing it out.
That's why you're so smart, Ben.
Why? Because I studied?
No, because you smoked while you studied.
Most people that smoke a pipe.
Yeah,
probably.
You're like You're like Spurgeon. Mm-hmm. Good dude.
Or C.S. Lewis or any of the other guys. They all smoked pipes. Even the name church warden. Do you know what a church warden pipe is?
No.
Do you remember in Lord of the Rings, the long Gandalf pipe?
Yes, I do.
He had a really long one. He'd hold it like this, and it's skinny. That's called a church warden. The reason that's called a church warden is because back in the days, in like the medieval eras, the church pews used to have really tall spindles on the end with a little tiny platform, a little plateau on the top of the, and what you would do is you'd get this long pipe, and while listening to the sermon, you'd rest it on that little plateau on the edge.
Are you serious?
That's how it's called the church warden. And
that's a cool story, man.
Dude. So if you ever see tall little spindles on the end of not pulpits, what are they called? Pews.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's why, because people would sit there and smoke.
I love it, dude. That's dope. I love that, man.
Bring back smoking at church. You know what I'm saying? Dang, I'd pay way better attention because it's a stimulant. And it gets the juices flowing.
Dude, I haven't smoked in so long because I got the nodules, man. It was messing my nodules up, but that's okay. We don't have to talk about that.
I always love talking about your nodules. They're always on my mind.
Thanks for caring. We have a great night tonight. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Remember to like, subscribe, share, comment, throw your questions in the chat. We have a hang sesh tonight, but we do have kind of an agenda. We got some stuff to talk about tonight. We always have something to talk about. Yeah.
Even if we don't have something, there's always something.
Yeah. By the end of the podcast, we will have a new idea for the next podcast, and it's coming to fruition.
Okay. If anybody was in our last on Tuesday, our Tuesday stream, we started with the new Republican movement in Ireland and what they're going to do. Okay. And we ended on a half hour of polygamy.
And in between, we talked about faith.
Amen.
Right.
And somehow got to polygamy.
Somehow got to polygamy.
And
we had a great idea from that.
The idea was to get the polygamous pastor to come on, who kind of went viral in the past, I want to say month, because he announced, hey, my second wife is having a baby, and people are like, what the heck? And this is a Protestant. This isn't LDS or anything like that.
Right.
He's coming on next Tuesday.
Yes, Ben.
I hit him up. He responded same day. It's on like Donkey Kong, baby.
Super excited. I'm so stoked for that. This is going to be a crazy episode.
I don't know what to expect, but I'm very excited.
So if you have any questions or please, this would be a great time to ask a pastor who practices polygamy. Protestant pastor who practices polygamy. Those are like 4 P's. The Protestant pastor who practices polygamy.
That's like Peter Piper picked a pail of polygamous peppers.
We got a new one. I was gonna say the Christian one, but probably not.
That's another shirt idea. Write that down.
Oh, you're right. Ben,
pastor practice polygamy.
Protestant
pastor
practices polygamy.
Also, hey, move a little more center to your screen. Like, wait, there you go. That direction.
I can never make you happy. Hang on,
you can just
move my
do stuff better.
Chair a little bit here.
Bro, it's Thursday. Things are popping
centered?
off. You're centered. Good for you.
Okay.
Things are popping off in the land of conservatives, conspiracy theories, and all that stuff. Dude, who had on their bingo card for 2025, who had the GOP imploding as a result of freaking Candace Owens?
Right. Well, hang on. Don't say it as a result. I mean, we don't know.
What do you mean?
Like we can't say that it's imploding yet. Hasn't imploded yet. Do you think it's imploded?
She's one of the nails in the coffin, not the only one.
Okay.
I
don't want to give her that much cred.
Nah, she's just one of the nails in the coffin.
Because listen, man, the Trump's not doing a great job, man. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's in the air, right? A lot of stuff going on. This is one of them, for sure.
This is one of them. I just did not expect this to be, not even a possibility, you know? I don't know if you guys saw in TPUSA live last night. I think it was last night or yesterday at some point. They finally came out and like addressed the Candace issue, and they like made a public statement saying, "Hey, we want you to come on our show, okay? And we're going to address the issues, the accusations, the lies that you have been spewing for the past 3 months." It's been 3 months of this, okay? And man, I've gotten to the point where, listen, I liked Candace. I really liked her.
Yeah, me too.
I thought she was on point. I thought she was funny. She was smart. She was witty. She's fast. She would dig deep. She'd do great research. Like, she was great. Okay. But it's gotten to the point where dude, I don't know if it's like intentionally like malicious for views, because she claims to be the top podcast in the world at this point. So I don't know if it's malicious, or I'm sorry, intentionally malicious, or if it's just like high school mean girl spirit. Some people called it the Jezebel spirit online. I just call it high school mean girl spirit, you know? Cause there's just nothing to what she's doing. There's no benefit other than dividing. First off, like many Republicans in the Republican Party are divided over this issue.
Yeah.
And many Christians are also divided over this issue of Candace and Charlie and TPUSA and that kind of stuff, you know? So it's just like, what's the fruit? What's the fruit of what she's doing? What's the fruit? Because thus far, I don't think it's anything positive. And so is it smart to like allow that to continue, or to keep giving it an ear, like to keep letting people like that into your mind, into your ear, you know?
I hate that you use the word allowed, though. That's just where I have to draw a line. But
what, at my word allowed?
Yeah, I don't like, when it comes to this kind of stuff, I don't want to disallow things.
Why? You disallow things from entering your ear all the time.
For myself, yes, but not for other people.
Oh, that's what I said.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I said, should we allow it to keep coming into our ears?
Oh, okay. So you're talking from a personal level, not
from a national level. What are you going to freaking accuse me that I'm going to
I just want to make
Macron
sure
to kill her?
Right. Dude, I mean, that's the thing for me, man. I've liked her for so long, you know, and if she's doing this from being malicious, I mean, I just don't peg her to do that. And then also for her to like just go crazy, like, you know, or just for the money. Like, if that's true, dude, I mean, were we duped by her for so long, or did she just play into, I mean, is it that evil? That's what I can't put my finger on, man. Like, I really could never have imagined her doing something like this intentionally, or for clicks or for money or for anything. She's got money. Yeah. Her husband's worth $500 million or something like that. Oh, I didn't know. Her husband comes from insane money, you know, or 200 million. I don't know, hundreds of millions he's worth. She doesn't need money. She's already famous. Like, she could have just kept doing what she was doing. Like, what's the point here? You got two options. One, she genuinely believes what she's doing is right. Okay. Or two, she's doing this intentionally for publicity, clicks, fame, whatever, you know? But again, what the hell, what are the fruits? Like, what is it producing? She hasn't solved any mystery. It's like role playing. She hasn't solved any mystery. There's no conclusions that she's arrived at. She's drawing attention to people who may very well like be innocent and not deserve anything that she's throwing their way. Then she's stirring people up against those individuals, you know? Yeah. And
how do you know that you're not going to lead to somebody's like somebody physically being assaulted or some kind of crazy freaking, I don't know, some kind of crazy guy taking action and trying to like kill one of these people or do something? Because
I mean, it
there's
just
crazies
happened.
on both.
That's what started this whole thing in the first place 3 months ago,
There's
right?
crazies on both sides, man.
Right.
So like, don't you think that she should be a little more responsible with the freaking accusations? And her thing is like, oh, I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions. Okay. But you have a platform of tens of millions of people, you know, sometimes just asking questions is okay. Like it's understandable. We just ask questions, you know, but the way she frames it is accusatory. It's not just asking questions for the sake of trying to figure something out. It's genuinely accusatory, you know?
Yeah.
So somebody that can't interpret and kind of see through what she's doing can take these statements as fact to some degree, you know, even though she's not actually presenting any evidence or any facts when making accusations against people. She's just asking questions, you know. But anywho, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I just wanted to check in with the chat because we have some people commenting like there, you know, and it's split, right? I mean, there's people that are like,
I'm split too.
Even on us,
man.
They're like, she's a stud. Others like, I never liked her. And then one's like says, Lynette, welcome. Carrie, welcome. Mark, welcome. Lynette says, I'm not following any of her content, so I have no idea. But what percentage, here's a question that she asked, which I think is a good question. What percentage of the RC do you think honestly even knows what she's about?
What's
just
RC?
Because Republican Party, I'm assuming. And I think like, because she's not following her, right? So in her world, probably like, oh, is she really that big of a deal? But then in our world, like, I think she's a pretty big deal.
Dude, I want to say, I don't know how old Lynette is. I want to say anybody under 45 knows who Candace Owens is.
Yes,
no, like,
huh?
You made it?
Yeah, I made it.
You
Thanks,
barely freaking slid in.
Thanks, bro. Yeah.
And
like
not
fire,
only
by fire.
Dude, not only knows who she is, but probably follows her or watches her content, not regularly, but often, you know? I think she is playing a big role. I think she's playing a big role in the minds, especially of younger. If you're 30 and under, you probably follow her and watch most of her stuff, you know? And it's the same thing with people that are 20 and younger. They follow freaking Nick Fuentes and watch most of his stuff. You know, there's these people carry followings. Tucker Carlson, if you're under 60, I bet you watch a lot of Tucker stuff, or at least did before he went off of Fox, you know? So I think she plays a big role, but the problem is, that's why I keep asking, what are the fruits, man? I don't have a problem with asking questions, but is it wise the way she's doing it? That's the question. Is she doing this in a wise way based on the audience that she has? And in my opinion, I don't think what she's doing is wise. I don't think it is at all. I think she's smart, but I don't think she's wise. You know what I'm saying? And those are two very, very different things. Very different things. And I'm torn too. Like, I was Team Candace even up until like a month ago. I want to say it's only been in this past month when I've been seeing like buddies of mine who are like sending me all these clips constantly from Candace's show, questioning. And I'm like, none of this means anything. Like, why are you sending me? What do you think this proves? And they're like, oh, you can't trust them and this and that. And TPUSA this and the Jews money that and airplanes this. And I'm like, yeah, but this doesn't prove anything. Like, why does this matter to you?
Yeah, listen, I'm one of those. I'm one of those guys. You know, I was kind of sucked into that. Yeah, and I was sucked into that. The same way, exactly what you're talking about. I was kind of falling into that. And then, you know, what I did is I stepped away from it completely. And then some other stuff, it would pop up again, you know, a little bit. And then I'm like, oh, wait, it does sound kind of screwy, you know, like I was able to see it, but like when I was in it, I couldn't see it. But then like when I stepped away from it, I was able to kind of view it and then listen to it a little bit differently. Like, oh yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's pretty consuming, man. It's pretty consuming because then you're like, oh yeah, what is that? What about this? And what about that? And what about this? Does it connect to that? And does it? Yeah. It's just like that meme of Charlie from Sunny in Philadelphia with all the strings on the wall, with pictures, and he's like,
yeah.
That's what it is. Like it draws you in like that. And if she's doing that intentionally, if she knows what she's doing and is doing it on purpose, I don't know. I have no other words for it than like evil. I don't think that that's right. I don't think that that's a good thing to do. I think it's bad. I think it's evil. I think it's a sin, you know? And she touts Christianity and blah, blah, blah. I'm a Christian. I would say that it's a sin. I genuinely think that she needs to like repent, you know? I think that's the solution here. I think she needs to repent. The latest update for those that aren't following, you know, step by step, the only reason I am is because like we do this, you know, I kind of wish I didn't have to, because I actually find it very sad. I think it's sad to see the party, well, the conservative movement and party kind of being freaking unraveled from within by a few loud voices, you know. The latest thing has been TPUSA comes out and is like, okay, 3 months in, we're going to address the accusations. We invite Candace Owens, who said, anytime, any place, let's hash it out. Okay, let's talk about these things. We invite her to come on our show on the 15th of December. And we want to know in 24 hours, they put this out yesterday, like I said, or last night. We want to know if you're going to be able to make it to Phoenix, to Charlie's studio, so we can discuss these things live in person. Okay. This is the date that we set, and let's do this. So first off, Dennis, this would be the biggest event in like alternative media ever. Ever. Okay. Because if it's true that Candace is the biggest podcast in the world right now, some people say it's true, some people say it's not. Her audience, everybody, every single person that follows her will be watching that live stream. Every single person. Every single person that follows TPUSA and is on the opposing side will watch that live stream.
That's
okay. Right. And then everybody in the middle will watch that freaking live stream. And then the clips, and then the shorts, and then the viral content, and then the news media is going to pick up on it. It will be the biggest event in alternative media ever. Okay. So she earlier, I forget when, said anytime, any place, let's talk about it. Okay. They invite her on. Listen, they don't have to. They don't have to do this. They could just keep doing exactly what they're doing and ignore her and not give her the time of day and let her spin off into oblivion.
I disagree. I think they had to do something. I think it's affecting things like now. I think that she's taking it too far, and they have to do something now.
Oh, for sure. Hey, it's definitely affecting things, right? Look at we're talking about it, and so are other people, and it's affecting the movement. But this is what I mean. They don't owe her anything. They don't need to. She's attacking them relentlessly, nonstop. Bro, she's gotten to the point where she basically says that they're covering something up in relation to the assassination.
Yeah, it's gotten that bad. Yeah,
that people within the organization backstabbed Charlie, and they're hiding things, and nobody's acting right if you were innocent, and it's just like they're the ones being attacked. They're an organization. This isn't like Drama Girl high school. She said, he said, you know what I mean? Where it's like two girls going at it, arguing in the bathroom, right? Over a boy. That's not what this is. That's what Candace is. Candace is solo in front of a camera and trying to stir up internet drama. TPUSA is a freaking organization. They're a company. They have donors. They have hundreds of people that work for that company. You know what I'm saying? They have events that they put on. They go to campuses. They have speakers. They have staff. Candace is a single individual in front of a camera without anything I just described. she could just speak all day in front of a camera. These guys have schedules to keep, places to be, like guests, etc. You know what I'm saying? So I'm assuming within their company, and after speaking to legal and all sorts of stuff, right? They said, okay, we need to address this because it's probably, at this point, it's causing problems, you know? And they set a date. Hey, based on, I'm assuming again, on our schedule of things going on, this is as soon as we could get it done. And the sooner the better. So we're inviting you to come on this day. You said anytime, any place, right? So at first she like tweets out, oh, great, I'll be there. Okay, or something like that. And then today tweets out like, or puts out a video talking about how the 15th is not going to work. She's busy that day. She any other day she could get somebody to sit in for homeschooling, which she does with her kids. But it's like, bro, it's 11 days away. It's 11 days away. You think that she can't make it happen within 11 days to fly out there and deal with this in person? You don't think she, who do you think owes somebody something? Do you think they owe her an audience or an opportunity to respond? Or do you think she owes it to them to meet them in person and deal with this face to face? Who do you think owes whom what?
Yeah, I get it, Ben. I mean, no, she should. I mean, there's no reason not to. Like, she has to.
She said that, oh, I can't come in person that day. I'm not available to come in person, but I'll more than happy any time of the day do a live stream with you. So do you see the angle though? If they do a live with her in person, she's not going to be able to live stream it and capture that audience.
Oh, I thought that
on her show.
Oh, I thought that was part of their invitation, is to do it live in front of everyone. No?
At the TPUSA studio. Right. Candace, you come live and we're going to do it live on our channel, on our show, to everybody. If Candace goes live, she's probably not going to be able to do it on her show unless they somehow like relay it to her show or something like that. But she's more than willing to do it remotely live. So she's in her studio streaming and they're in their studio streaming. So in my opinion, bro, if you could get on a jet from Tennessee to Arizona, you'll be there in 3 hours. I don't know how long it takes. Okay. So fly in, it's a 3-hour flight, do the talk for 2 hours. You're in for 5 hours, fly home, 3 more hours. It's an 8-hour day.
Right. Ben, but what if
there's something else going on that she doesn't want to be there in person, guaranteed. And she owes it to them. After 3 months of accusations and 3 months of maligning them, she owes it to them to be there in person, to face them.
But listen, but what if they just do a live stream? What's the harm in that?
What's the harm? There is no harm, but she owes it to them to face them in person.
Okay, yeah.
It's on their terms. It's not on her terms. She's nothing. She's just a chick in front of a freaking camera.
Yeah, but they're the ones saying that, hey, okay, we want to respond to you. Let's get together and talk about this. So they're the one kind of like inviting her, and she's like, yeah, but let's just do it.
They're the one inviting her after months of her calling them out and saying, why don't you want to talk to me?
Right. But if she really thinks that she's right in all this stuff, then why is she going to give him anything? She's not going to give a flying nothing, you know? Like, she's going to be like, no, I want to live stream it. Let's do it live. And that's it. I'm not giving you anything.
Well,
I don't owe you anything.
That, in my opinion, shows that she's in it for the views. She's not, if you are in it for truth and the people that you are accusing are like, let's talk about it in person. I want to talk about it in person. If you're in it for the truth and not for views, wouldn't you do everything in your power to go freaking talk to them?
If I really believed if I was Candace and I believed everything I was saying and I really believe that they were behind it, I don't know if I'd want to go there. I'd be like, I think that you guys are murderers. I think you guys are like the most evil people in the world. I think and I'm gonna just we'll do a live stream and that's it. Like, you guys stream it, we
stream for your life or what? You think
not really for that, because they want to do something like that, but it's more of a, like, why would you give anything to someone who's evil? If you think that they're purely evil, then why would you even care what you owe them? Like, who cares? Because they're evil. Like, if you think somebody is that rotten, like, she's not trying to reconcile with them. She's not trying to like be, be friends. She's trying to call them out. So she's like, dude, I think you guys are scum. Why would I, come on your terms? Let's just do this together. Let's do it live.
But then she's a liar because she said anytime, any place. Okay.
Yeah, and that's true. That could be maybe just her mouth, giving her benefit of the doubt. Here, can we flip it a little bit? Just there are people in the chat. And it's going both ways, right? And people are saying like, you can't prove motives. We don't know. What if someone else is behind it? People getting hired to just make noise and distract, which is very possible.
All valid. All valid. Yeah. I totally agree. I'm not. Listen, even the stuff she's bringing up, I'm not denying as a possibility. Like there are questionable things going on. I don't believe the official narrative. I think there's holes in it. Like,
good, because I agree with that.
We've done videos on it. Like, I agree, but the way she is handling the situation is detrimental. Okay, TPUSA is not. Their goal is not live stream views. They go to college campuses. They get presidents elected. They get voters registered. They have debate in person with lines of people. It's not freaking.
But they want it all, man. They want it all, dude.
But that's for the cause. They have a movement and a cause that they are leading. Okay, this is what I'm saying. They're a much bigger thing than Candace Owens making YouTube videos. This is a bigger program going on. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And Candace is popular, but I don't think Candace moves the needle. TPUSA Charlie Kirk got Trump elected.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that, he admitted it. Yeah. He freaking admitted it, that without Charlie, he wouldn't have won the last election. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you call out BlackRock, me and you call out BlackRock, right? For 3 months freaking straight.
Yeah.
And are accusing them of this, that, and the other. Okay. And then one day BlackRock tweets out, hey, I'm going to be in Boise, or hey, fly out to New York to my headquarters. I want to talk to you. You don't think I'd be like, okay, let's freaking do it. I'll be there. You know what I mean? With like a dozen roses. You think I would send them a tweet back and be like, no, I want to live stream from my studio and do it via Zoom. I'm busy that day because I need to go rake leaves. Like, make it happen. They're bigger than you. They don't owe you anything. And they're gonna give you the time of day. You know what I'm saying? So make it freaking happen. Let's say you don't believe you owe them anything and you hate them and you think they're scum. You owe it to us. You owe it to all your viewers that have been listening to you. And
that I can get behind.
You owe it to freaking us to go do this in person on their terms. I want to see you look all those people in the eye and make these freaking accusations, hear out their responses, and then you go back and forth in person. I don't want you having producers behind your screen, like telling you, no, move on, or something like that. None of that. Do it in freaking person so we could see what would transpire. That's what you owe the people. Okay.
Right there, man. You just redeemed it for me right there.
Good.
I can get behind that for sure.
Bump it.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure, dude.
Listen, I think both sides would agree to that. Like, if you're pro Candace or not pro Candace. Okay. Because it's not like I'm pro TPUSA. I wasn't like, I don't care. I just don't like the way she's handling it. Yeah. But I think both sides would agree in person is the best way to handle this right now. It's the best way to handle it. And if she doesn't want to freaking do it, there's alternative reasons. And if you watch her live from today that she just did, she's saying that they have alternative reasons for wanting her to be there in person. And it's like,
you got to get ahead of it.
You got to.
Yeah. I mean, You have to, man. They're smart. These people are so smart.
They're very smart.
You know, there is this possibility that she has just gone down the Charlie rabbit hole, like just so far, so deep.
You think she was like super affected by it and kind of like
super affected, didn't know how to, didn't, really deal with the trauma of it because they were friends, man. They were close.
They were good friends.
Yeah. And you know what? Listen, she's got, her life this is her life, right? This is what she does.
Right.
People are talking to her all the time. People are fueling this, she could be this, person who was really, really genuine and is genuine, but now she's just lost. She's a genuinely lost,
that's true.
Person that does have a big voice, has a big following, and this needs to be addressed. And it's going to probably go bad for her in a sense of, this is going to unravel where people are just going to see like, this is not really, there's not much substance there. We're not getting anywhere. Right. And it'll go away. But okay, now I just said all that, but what if, all right, this is the conspiracy side of me, right? Coming out. It's like, what if she really is onto something? Someone said that in the chat. And there is a lot here and she just doesn't know, like she's discovering it, and it's crazy. And it's so wild because here's the thing, Ben, we do know that it's very suspicious. Like everything that went down.
Totally.
So suspicious. So if they squash her, what I'm worried about is that it all goes away then. Because I don't think anyone else is really, I mean, there are some smaller voices that are looking into it, but if Candace goes away, then all those smaller voices go away too.
Dude, again, I think there is definitely like questionable things. Okay. If you want to just ask questions, I'm all for it. Like, I'm all for it. I agree. It stinks. The whole situation stinks, right? Yeah. But what I'm talking about here isn't the assassination, isn't the event. It's just the way she's handling it. Right. That's all I'm talking about. Okay. She could say the exact same things and raise the exact same questions and make the same accusations in a wiser, less divisive way. Yeah.
But that's
it would get less less clicks.
That's the spirit of the Jezebel internet.
That's the mean girl, bro. The spirit of the mean girl.
Yeah, that's the spirit of the internet Jezebel that is driving this.
It would get less clicks.
Yeah, and so that's grows. That's where man. I could totally see that, dude.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of that's been the biggest turnoff to me is the way she's handling it, not what she's saying, not the questions she's asking, but the freaking scorched earth method that she's implementing. Okay. Cause like, how do you go back to normal after this? How do you go back after calling the entire Calvary Chapel movement, which has seen millions of people come to salvation? How do you go back after calling them a military like psyop?
You can't.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's what I'm saying. If she goes away, bro, if she goes away through all this, because of all this right here at the end, if this is the end of her, bro, like everyone is going to go, like, there's not going to be any more conspiracy talk surrounded Charlie.
Man, it would be crazy. It would be so crazy if Charlie and her both end up like going away, in different ways, obviously. I just don't know how else to put it right now. As a result of that singular event, one is executed, the other like slowly burns out.
Yeah.
That would be, I actually think that'd be super tragic. Like, I feel bad for her because I think you're right. I think she's hurting, in pain, probably doesn't have other people to like walk her through this. This is what she does. She gets on camera and vents and talks out loud and is trying to figure it out. And the last thing she wants to admit is that it's just some gay freaking twink fairy on a rooftop.
Right.
The last thing she wants to, it's got to be bigger.
Yeah.
Charlie Kirk could not have been taken out by a single freaking furry on a rooftop. There's no way. He's my best friend. He was so powerful. It's got to be bigger. What was going on? What was really happening?
And that's where I think 90% of people are who are following this, right? They're exactly there. And then she's there too. And then it's going overboard. Nothing's connecting. It's making her worse and worse, and she's getting fed into this too. Cause you gotta understand, like there's people feeding her stuff, thousands probably, feeding her, tens of thousands of people. Who knows? I don't know.
Oh man.
Feeding
And
her
then
stuff.
Cherry on top is somebody sending her the anonymous, the anonymous threat from the president of France that he hired assassins. Think about what else that would do to her psychologically.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Throw that in there. It's
throw that in there.
Dude, man.
And whether that's true or not, listen, none of that's been validated. Nothing's been corroborated. Other than her putting out that statement that somebody told her this. Okay, she might be telling the truth on that. I have no doubt whatsoever that somebody told her those things.
Yeah.
The problem is, was any of it true, or was that fed into her chaotic mindset to get her to spin out even faster and even on a grander scale? You know what I'm saying?
It's feeding it,
because if you want to bring down Candace, this would be the perfect way to do it. The perfect way to do it.
Got to make her crazy. Got to make her
feed her as much crazy as possible to make her spin out. She's probably never going to leave her freaking house again.
Bro, sad, man.
It is sad. It's actually super sad to watch. Like super, super sad. Ben, I think the result within our movement is also very sad.
Oh, for sure. Would you take the mantle of going and figuring out, trying to help us keep the conspiracy alive of Charlie and not let it turn into a JFK thing?
Is that your question for me?
Yeah. Would you keep the mantle alive?
I mean, I'm all about figuring out what really happened. I've made like long videos, like in-depth videos on it. Yeah. They don't get the sensational clicks and stuff like that because they're logical.
Right.
They're logical. They're not like, oh my God, look at this dot on the wall. If you zoom in really, really far, you can see that the angle of the dot lines up with the gunshot. And then you find out it's a freaking dot, So people don't spin out of control when you're like, oh no, man, it's just a dot. Like nobody like shares that like crazy, but they'll share the lead up to that. They'll share the just asking questions portion of like, oh my God, look at that dot. Everybody will share that because everybody's trying to figure it out too.
Especially at 1 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the morning, scrolling on Instagram, right? I mean, this is where it gets you too, because even us, just the viewers, right? The people who are scrolling, we're not like mentally all there at 1 in the morning if we're scrolling stuff. And then you're like, ooh, look at this. Ooh, look at this. And then it's like how it's set up for you. I was watching something recently where they say like the algorithms are set up in a way where the way as you're scrolling, they purposely place certain things in order, like to get your emotions like rattled, so that, and then they like give you an ad so that they try to sell you something right there.
Interesting. I believe that.
So it's all driven by the
marketers, man. It's all controlled. Last thing I'll say is we just really, really, really need to be careful in a time like this. Really need to be careful. Like there's so much going on psychologically and it like intentionally, being done to us. There's so much being done to us in moments like this of like chaos that we really, really need to be careful what we're letting in, what we're allowing into our ears, you know what I mean? And into our minds and into our souls and stuff like that.
It's a full frontal attack, Ben. I mean, this has been happening for a while. I mean, this is something I think about daily because of the work I do. I see the distractions. And when I say distraction, man, it's not just, we're just a little distracted there, like shiny penny syndrome. Like it's not like it's to the max, like, and it's being maxed out every day, worse and worse and worse, more and more and more. I see it in kids. I see it in our age group. I'm including you in my age group. And because you have that green sweater on, you look a lot older than you are. I know. I'm happy. I like sweater weather. And then even in the older generation, like it's creeping, dude. Like I see my parents scrolling more and more than they've done ever. It's just happening more and more. It's just easier just to sit down and scroll. And so the distraction that's happening. So when you say like, be careful, we need to be careful. We need to be mindful of this stuff. Like, so how do we practically do that? Right? Like it's a warning. We can warn each other, but there's practical, like conscious efforts that we need to take to protect ourselves as Christians. We need to fill our mind. Our minds are going to be filled with something, right?
Yeah, you're right.
And so we need to focus on what we're filling our minds with. That's like the biggest part of like my
You're
care
right,
when someone's coming out of like a crisis moment and they're trying to be stable and to be sustained. If you just kind of like let them go and then they're just go right back into their old habits and their old ways of doing things, bro, they're right back into their shit like within 2-3 weeks. It's right back into it, dude. But if you can help them sustain their minds with good content, with the Word of God, with stillness, man, audiobooks. There's so much now that we can put in good, also, good music, and it really does affect us, man.
That's a really good point, because here's the thing. Other than saying, like, we'll use Candace just because that's what we're talking about, right? Other than her just saying, I'm Catholic, I'm Christian, has she ever promoted anything like Christian? Has she ever just like sat down and had a Bible study or something, or told people about Jesus? Like,
as far as I know, no.
I've never seen anything like that.
Right.
I don't know. Again, I don't watch her routinely, and maybe the only stuff I see is the sensational from her. But if the Christian thing was actually very important to her, I feel like it'd be something she actually talks about and shares and promotes and tries to get people saved. And
like Charlie did.
Like Charlie did, right? Because that Charlie wasn't in it for the clicks. He was like on mission for Christ first, and then everything else flowed out of that, right? Yeah. But for Candace and other people, dude, even Nick Fuentes, Nick's always like, oh, I'm Catholic, right? And it's like, you literally told people not to read their Bible.
Oh, really?
This past week, he put something out. It was ridiculous. I wonder how often Candace is in the Word, like filling her mind with what you described a minute ago.
I think it's obvious, but I think not to judge. I hate to judge. I don't want to judge.
Me too.
But
we're just, hey, she's a public figure.
Right.
She's putting herself out there.
Right. We can see the fruit of people, right? And we can see the fruit of what happens when someone is in the Word and is following Jesus and is walking in the Spirit, right? Like the Bible says. I always say, to me, it's really simple. Walking in the Spirit and to be filled with the Spirit means just filling your mind with the Word of God. Because if the Word of God is Spirit, right? It's just filling yourself with the Word of God. That's being filled with the Spirit, and then you can walk in the Spirit. It's so really simple to me. It doesn't. Yeah. I used to always think you have to pray for this thing for 2 hours to get like filled with the supernatural zap, and then like you're filled, and then you empty out. But not to go on the Pentecostal tangent there, but
hallelujah.
But yeah, I think like it's obvious when we see the fruit, right? I mean, she's very erratic. Everything is nothing. There's no foundation, right? There's no nothing ties in together. Nothing comes together. Everything is it just brings more chaos, division, discourse. Right? So we see that's like you said. Where's the fruit? Right? That's what we're seeing. That's the fruit that we're seeing.
Right. Exactly.
And that's from a tree that's disconnected, right? Or
and the fruits of the Spirit. Tree. Fruits of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, self-control. Yeah. Where?
Sound mind.
Did I miss gentleness?
You missed gentleness. Sound mind is from a different translation, but I like it.
Okay, don't throw that in there.
I added it in there.
No amped translation in this.
Bro, the amped is still my favorite.
Where? I'm honestly, let's just go slow. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, self-control. Of those 7, I can probably say, again, not trying to judge, I don't see any of those in any of Candace's like content.
From what we see,
I don't know her personally.
From the clips,
I don't hang out with her.
Yeah.
Publicly facing, none of those gifts of the Holy Spirit are on display. I'm not saying she's not saved. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying she's not saved. I'm not saying anything like that.
Yeah. And we did see that from Charlie, right?
Oh, constantly, bro. Constantly on full display.
Probably saw more of that than other things. But that, that goes for everybody who's on, right? Even us when we're on, like, do people see the fruit of the Spirit? And I hope they do.
Are you kidding? Hold on. Let's do it again. Love. We love each other.
I love you, bro.
Joy. Oh, we're always.
I'm stoked to be here.
Peace. We always have peace. Even in the hard time.
Yeah. Dude,
patience. I'm definitely not patient. Kindness.
Sometimes.
You have a nice
with our
guests. With our guests.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We're always really kind with our guests. Yeah.
Self-control. I hold back a lot. So that's self-control is a strong one for me. Dude, I want to.
You know what? You do hold back a lot. You do hold back a lot, because I think, like, if you and I were not on live, like if we were just talking, I think you do hold back. I'm proud of you, man. You do have some self-control.
Thanks. You too.
And that's what self-control is. Yeah, it's great.
I do
too, a little bit, not as much though.
It's. I don't want to talk about stupid drama like this, but I feel like it's having a big impact. Just like I don't want to always be talking about the freaking like Jews, but it's having such a big impact. You know what I'm saying? That it's you have to address it. You have to address it. And I hope us talking about it a little bit, I mean, it helps me out, because even just chatting with you about her perspective or her side of things and how she might be seeing it. It's like, yeah, you're right. Kind of makes me feel bad for her more than anything else,
Yeah, me too. And I think I'm more worried though about what is going to happen to the story, right? Because, like I said, man, I really believe if she goes haywire and it all goes to, her, who knows, man, her channel can get sold, can get so low so fast. Like, people would just unfollow like crazy, like so quickly. I mean, it could be overnight, man. Like,
but the thing is, the opposite's happening, Dennis. She's only gotten bigger.
Yeah, but I think we might be at a crux here, because
that's true.
Unless they don't, I mean, no, they have to do this. If she doesn't show up or she doesn't make it happen, then it's gonna completely destroy her.
I don't know.
And her reputation.
Go watch her live from tonight. Do you think, are we allowed to show it?
I was going to ask you earlier, but I think then we get in trouble for doing that once already.
Yeah, but we watched like a 2-hour Joe Rogan episode.
Yeah,
and then responded to it. So we kind of got in trouble for that. Listen, go watch Candace's live from tonight. I watched the first 20, 30 minutes and I had to hop on here. But she is just excuse after excuse after excuse. It's their fault. It's their fault. It's their fault. Nothing about her. Like, her hands are clean in this situation if she doesn't show up. She set it up to where they can pass the blame off. No problem. And anybody that doesn't have the discernment to see through her style
true.
and the way she communicates is like, oh, you're right. It is their fault. Why didn't they just change it to another day? Probably because they're a big ass company and they have like more going on than a live stream from their basement. You know what I'm saying? Probably that's why.
Yeah. I mean, they could always reschedule. I mean, things can, I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. When is this supposed to go down?
On the 15th.
15th of December, right?
Of December.
Yeah, you said soon. So, okay. Well, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I'm going to definitely watch it either way.
If it happens, whatever it is, live stream or not. I'm just saying.
Now, if TP, whatever USA
says no to the live stream.
Yeah.
The same way earlier you said she could think, oh, I don't owe these guys anything. They're scum. I hate them. They're evil, blah, blah, blah. The best. I'm only going to give them a live stream. That's all. I don't want to see them. I don't want to be around them. They could very well say the same thing.
But to pull out completely?
They could very well say the same thing. We want to deal with this in person. We don't want this to just be internet drama. You owe it to us. You're accusing us. You're scum. You're a liar. No, we're not going to do it over a stream. We want to do it in person. They could both dig in for the same exact reasons. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think if I were on either side, I would choose a stream. Because if I was in their seat, I would choose stream either way. But I like what you did say earlier, that she owes it to us.
I think she owes it to us, and that's it. What else, bro? How are you doing otherwise? How's life? How's aliens? What's up?
Dude, the alien stuff is yeah, I know. I love how we can talk about Candace and then go right into aliens. When is not a good time to talk about aliens? It's always a good time to talk about aliens, especially with this what's it called? The disclosure.
Oh, the trailer you sent?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so good.
What's that called again? What was it?
I'm pretty sure we could probably play that, right?
Bro, I don't know. I don't trust anything now.
It's a trailer for
I mean, they would probably want that, right? The age of disclosure, official trailer.
Yeah, bro. They want our freaking 3 followers to see this.
One of them sent it to us.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I haven't watched it yet.
To our followers outside of like the chat.
Just the cool ones.
I wish I had. I wish I had friends. That'd be really cool.
All my friends are digital. They're all like via text.
I'm gonna pull it up. Okay.
Yeah, dude, let's do it. It's on Prime, so we're gonna watch the trailer of The Age of Disclosure.
Okay. Share screen. Age of Disclosure. Boom. Tell me if it's too loud. Let me see. Okay.
The American people are ready to receive the truth.
A little bit lower.
Humanity is not the only intelligence in the universe.
Humanity is not the only intelligent species.
We are absolutely not alone.
Non-human intelligence exists.
UAPs are real, they're here, and they're not human. I spent 25 years as a senior official with the CIA.
I worked on highly classified UAP program.
28 years as an astrophysicist.
I served as the 4th Director of National Intelligence.
Director of Aviation Security in the National Security Council.
The 1-star admiral after 32 years of service.
People that come forward with this, I feel like they've taken their life in their own hands.
I was recruited to a highly sensitive government program that investigated unidentified aerial phenomenon.
For over 16 years, on behalf of the U.S. government, I worked as a senior intelligence official on the unidentified aerial phenomenon topic.
We learned that the U.S. government was involved in a long-running secret war with other nations to collect and reverse engineer vehicles not made by humans.
I have seen with my own eyes non-human craft and non-human beings.
So look at that thing. It's rotating. There's a whole fleet of them.
The first country that cracks the code on this technology will be the leader for years to come.
China has established its own version of a UAP task force.
You think for a second that they wouldn't consider using it to achieve their ends of domination?
This is similar to the Manhattan Project. This is the atomic weapon on steroids.
This is so secret. Very, very few people in our entire government have been allowed access to it.
Even presidents have been operating on a need-to-know basis, but that begins to ramp out of control.
It's not acceptable to have secret parts of government that no one ever sees.
You better be careful about a government that doesn't trust its people, because there's no telling what they'll pull on you.
This is the biggest discovery in human history. You had information being locked away that could change the trajectory for species.
It has so many beneficial impacts, including clean energy.
We should have disclosure today. We should have disclosure tomorrow. The time has come.
The Age of Disclosure.
Dang,
now
bro.
on Amazon Prime.
Bro. It's pretty rad. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm probably gonna watch it tonight.
I don't think I can watch that at night. I won't be up all night.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't trust any of those people.
Yeah, dude.
None of them. If the government says it, I don't trust it.
I think the only one I trust is that guy who says if the government doesn't trust its people, or no, loses its if the people loses trust in the government, it's there's no say what they'll pull on you.
Who said that? Lou Elizondo?
I don't know who that guy was. It was an old dude, like about a minute ago. I like that quote. Like, I think that's true. Like, we have to be careful.
Here's what we have to ask ourselves. If the spiritual realm is real and it engages with our dimension, what do we think governments would do with like the sightings of those interactions? You know what I'm saying?
Wait, say it again. What would they do with the interactions?
Yeah. So if
it's real, you're saying if the stuff is real?
If there's a spiritual realm and that realm interacts with our realm, and there's evidence of that, what would the government do with that information?
Well, I mean, I don't think they have a choice of what they'll. I don't even know how if I can answer that, because if the government's implicit in this stuff going on, I mean, then they're just being controlled by these things.
Okay.
The government is not really like it's just they're put in place to control us, to do whatever they're doing. I think to get ready for a battle.
So you think that the government would do whatever these things want them to do? Like the government would be used by these
100%
beings?
100%. I think that's happening.
I kind of agree with that. And that's why if the government says it, I don't trust it.
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, humans are so puny. Like, I mean, look, you know what? Reading the Old Testament, man, is kind of making like our reality like make more sense, actually.
Totally. Because hey, guess what? All the people in the Old Testament that saw stuff, like,
yeah,
what did they do with it?
Right.
Most of the governments, Egypt, Babylon, Samaria, when they saw something, they were controlled by it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And they
guess
worshipped
what?
it.
Hey, no different than Israel.
That's right.
When they saw stuff, luckily it was God, Yahweh. When they saw stuff, when it manifested to them, they were controlled by it. They worshiped it. All of that stuff. They listened to it. We talked about it Tuesday. He handed them the constitution of of God, to form their nation.
Right.
So biblically speaking, the supernatural realm is heavily involved in the ongoings of governments. Heavily.
For sure.
For
sure.
Why would we think it's any different today? Why would we think it's any different today? Like as Christians, right? As Christians.
Yeah. Why would it go away?
The spiritual realm, which we read about in the Bible, engaging with humanity consistently. Why would we think they just stopped? And now all they do is come whisper on our shoulders, you should do bad things.
Right.
Like that's what we've minimized the spiritual realm to.
That's exactly right, Ben. That's why I said when you read the Old Testament, you actually can understand what's happening today more and more. And I think like that's why we don't talk about it very much. Like no one wanted to talk about the Old Testament. I never wanted to read the Old Testament. It was so boring. It was crazy. It was difficult to understand. It would put God in a weird, like light and all these rules, all these things. It was just, and even in our churches, like we just don't talk about them. We would pull out stories like the David and Goliath story, right? We'd pull out like, we'd use it to, to our advantage in certain cases, right? When we going through a Job season, right?
Yeah.
Right. But then Job is like so cosmic. It's crazy, right? Like just the beginning of Job. It is the first book of the Bible that we have, right? It's insane. Or the oldest book, of the Bible that we have. But yeah, man, the more I read it, the more this is opening up this world in it, the things that are happening globally and within the universe that we're seeing or that we're reading about or hearing or being lied to about. having these conversations now with like my parents who are old and never really think about this stuff, and never thought about this stuff in their life, and that's when we talked about it briefly on Tuesday. It's like when I asked my mom, what are you going to do when you see an alien? And she's like, well, what are they? Like, what, if they're true, like, what are they? And well, they're demons. And then I can go back to Genesis, right, and talk about the Nephilim and how they were birthed and all this stuff. And, how we got into like, well, they could have gone off planet. And I said, that was Ben's idea. Because I didn't hear about that until you gave me that idea.
I never heard about that either until it popped into my head.
I love it. And so I'm like, they could have gone off planet, or maybe they could have gone in the water, or maybe they lost their bodies, but their souls, were still around. And then after the flood, they just started doing the same thing again. And that's why we have alien abductions, maybe because they're actually impregnating women and making Nephilim, and that's what alien abductions are.
Like 80-year-old mom this?
Yeah, dude, it was amazing. And she's sitting there like, whoa.
Oh my God, I like this.
Yeah, but it's opening up her mind in different ways. And
right.
Our conversations are getting like better, and it's like you see how this ties in, and how this story ties in, and how when we look at the Old Testament with the nations, and how only Yahweh was like only with one people group, the Hebrews, like it's amazing and beautiful. And now we understand Jesus and the story of his death and resurrection, and why it was so important, like why he could be the only sacrifice, because no one can humble himself more than Jesus. And the greatest humble act would be sacrifice, and all this cool stuff. And it just gets so deep and deep and deeper.
And
beautiful.
Your mom's like, Dennis, you are crazy. Get out of my house.
Like, don't stop talking to Ben.
Don't cancel. I call police on Ben. Cancel podcast.
But yeah, listen, if you're listening to this, I highly encourage you, like, make time to read the Old Testament with an open mind, and don't like judge what you're reading. Like don't do that. Like, and don't read it with, this voice of God that's angry all the time, or, like this judge all the time. Read it as a father, and as a rescuer, as a person who knows you, and who has created this whole world and this whole universe, whatever, how big it is, I don't know, unless there is a firmament, to like show us the glory of Jesus, right? And for us, so we can partake of this for eternity with him. I mean, this is how eternity is such a beautiful story now when you start to understand the Old Testament more and more, right? This whole cosmic story is incredible, man. And I'm so happy to be a part of it and to start seeing this stuff.
Yeah. It's gonna be a fun ride. It's gonna be a super fun ride, man. And it all ties into the end time stuff. It all ties into the end time stuff. I was thinking recently in regards to end time stuff, like, think about how wrong people have been and for how long.
Bro, that's depressing to consider.
But like the biblical authors, well, some of them in the New Testament, were talking about Christ returning likely in their lifetime.
Right.
The early church thought Christ was returning in their lifetime. Every single human generation thought Christ was returning in their lifetime. And they all backed it up using scripture, and they all had reasons, you know what I mean? And it's like,
do you think every generation?
For sure.
For sure?
For sure. For sure. During World War II, for sure. During World War I, for sure. During Crusades, for sure. Like, all of it, man. They all thought Christ was returning. I mean, obviously I'm being sarcastic, right? I can't give you the statistic, the Excel sheet of every generation.
Right. But I mean, if you consider it,
this is a Christian proclivity. We all think Christ is returning in our lifetime.
I mean, I would assume that's a fact.
I do too. But I'm just saying, and they've all been wrong. But of course, we're right this time. You know what I mean? Like,
it's
okay. It's just So like leave room for error is what
Okay.
I'm saying.
Could it only be like cyclical
What do you mean?
for eternity?
What do you mean?
Are we reading the Bible wrong? Is our eschatology so screwed up?
Dude, who are you? Freaking Candace? Like, tell me what you mean. Don't just ask
I
questions.
don't know. I don't know how to bring it home, how to land that plane.
Well, I don't know what you're trying to ask.
Okay. All right, then let me think about
Love,
it some more.
joy, peace,
Patience,
kindness, self-control.
All right, I'll have to revisit it. I have this inclining. That's the word of the day.
Inclining.
Can't
The
do
word
it,
of the
man.
day is
That's the word.
inclining.
Inclining. Did I have
Dennis?
a word last
Guys.
Tuesday?
Dennis has an inclining. You should go get a cream for that. Because
inclination.
That doesn't sound. There you go.
Inkling. I was looking for inkling. That's a word.
It is,
inkling.
But that's not the right one right now.
No, it doesn't fit. Oh, dang it.
No. Oh my God.
Definitely. We have
What
to
did
have
you
like
say?
inclining.
Inclining.
Dude, it sounded great in my head, man.
Preparation H for inklings. For all your inkling needs.
Oh man.
Okay.
Thanks for laughing with this, guys. Gary, thanks for laughing. That made me feel a lot better. I love it. You guys are
yeah.
crazy.
Hey, Dennis, was there anything in the chat this whole time?
Oh yeah, there's tons of stuff in the chat.
Patience, kindness, self-control.
It's been great actually. People have been going back and forth. We got our diehard people.
Okay.
Thank you.
Guys, if Dennis ignored anything, if he missed a question or something you want us to address, Dennis, can you guys please restate them now? Like, give us a list.
Yeah, just keep going back. Go back to
Dennis,
the questions.
you know what we need?
Someone said inclining. Inclining.
Inclining? Stop. That's not a word.
Yeah, inclining. Is it a word, Lynette?
I'm going to look it up right now.
Yeah, inclining. Ink. I-N-K-L-I-N-I-N-G. If it's a word.
Is inclining a word?
Oh my gosh, I would be so happy.
Okay, while this runs, hey, we need somebody that hops in our lives and just keeps track of questions
That
and
would
then
be
like
really helpful.
synthesizes them for you.
That would be
Hey,
very
inclining is not a standard English word and isn't recognized in dictionaries. You're probably looking for one of these. Inclining.
There's no buts.
Meaning leaning towards something or having a tendency. Inkling, meaning a hint, suspicion, or small idea. If you tell me the sentence you want to use, I can give you the best word choice.
There's no like ebonics, nothing. Dang it, man. Oh, Lynette. So like, no, she was just trying to type it out like exactly how I was saying it. She was trying to spell what you said. Well, thanks for trying, Lynette.
Yeah, thank you. We really appreciate
thanks for confirming that inclining is not a word, but I think I'm going to have to use it for the rest of my life now.
You do. You're committed.
Oh man.
So again, any questions, anything you guys wanted to hit on or chat about, let us know because we're just hanging until I don't know if you guys saw this, but on Tuesday or heard at the beginning, this coming Tuesday, we have the polygamist Protestant preacher
practicing
polygamy
or no Protestant pastor
practicing polygamy. Who's coming on? So have your questions ready.
Yes,
because it's going to be a fun one for sure.
Yeah, and listen, can we just say it right now? And we'll have to say it again then, probably a few times. We're not condoning.
We're not
polygamy.
Condoning it.
This was birthed out of a conversation that we had on a hang sesh between Ben and I, of like, hey, didn't the Old Testament like people that were following the Lord know that adultery was wrong?
Yes.
And then we got into that conversation about like, well, was what they were doing adultery or was it something else? Oh, well, it's polygamy. Oh, well, they were doing polygamy. Was that wrong or not wrong? How did God view it? God never really talked about it.
If you guys want to see that conversation, I made a clip of it today. It's like 20 minutes.
Good
and
job,
I posted it. I got that out before our practicing polygamy preacher Protestant comes on.
Yeah, we're gonna lose all of our female audience for sure.
I would.
We're not condoning.
We're not condoning it. We're just figuring out what the Bible.
I mean, it's
saying.
It's gonna be a great conversation.
Listen, you know you're curious.
Oh yeah.
Whoever's listening to this, you know you're curious. How the heck is this Protestant pastor a polygamist? We're not talking about LDS. We're not talking about Muslim. We're not,
and vocal about it. Like he's come out about it. He's talking about it. Like, and he's an acting pastor. So that means that there's people in his congregation that are supporting this. So there's people out there, obviously,
That's
so
true.
he's got
That's
a following.
good question.
So we, this is not just us two guys talking about something, and we're not poking at this. We really, really want to have a conversation about this. Not because I listen, I don't want to be a polygamist. I can't even get a girlfriend. Okay. Okay. So I just, that's way beyond me. Like, so I'm just putting out there if,
So come Tuesday, bring your friends, bring your questions. It should be very interesting. It should be very interesting. Okay. To say the least. Yeah. Anyway.
And bring the fruit of the Spirit with you too. Okay, everybody,
actually
bring on your best behavior. I'm going to definitely have popcorn for that one. That was a great one.
Dennis, what was back to your inkling?
No, we can't go back there because I don't have a full thought yet.
It's gone?
I can't. Yeah, it's totally gone.
Okay. It's gone. Just be honest.
Yeah, it's gone.
Truth.
It's gone.
Bro. You forgot. Gone. You totally forgot.
I totally forgot. Okay, here's a question. I have a question for you, Ben.
Well, hold on. Before
I have a Ben question.
Okay, hold on. Write it down.
And I wrote it down.
Okay. Is there anything in the chat? Any questions or anything? Don't forget our friends.
How big is that guy's church?
I wanted to ask him that.
Yeah.
Write that down or bring it with you Tuesday, please.
All right.
There's a lot of stuff I've been thinking about. Because, dude, I'm just very curious. Like, at this point, I'm very curious about this.
People
dude.
said, ew.
Bring that too. Bring that too. In the comments on Tuesday, people are just spamming
all the ladies. We're going to have like a big male turnout. It's going to be
all dudes.
I wonder.
And in there, it's just like, I knew it. Preach. Super chat. We get donations.
We're going to make the most money we've ever made. It's going to be like $25. It's going to be amazing.
Oh my God. So good.
I'm so
was
excited.
There anything other than ill?
Seems like a cult to me.
Okay, hold on. This is my point. Ill, cult, all of that, right? That's how we started.
Right.
Tuesday when we were talking.
Mm-hmm.
But then you realize the entire Old Testament is filled with polygamists.
Yeah.
All the kings are polygamists. David, Solomon, all of them, Abraham, whoever you want, pick one.
Right.
They're all freaking polygamists. God never says don't have multiple wives. If anything, he regulates polygamy, just like he regulated slavery, just like he regulated animal sacrifice, just like he regulated everything. Okay. Never does the Bible ever say don't have multiple wives. So we got stuck because we were like,
we got stuck.
Well, hold on. If we're being honest, here are some factors.
Yeah.
And where does that leave us?
Yeah. Well, because I was reading Chronicles when it talks about David doing no harm, no wrong in God's eyes, except for, and then he calls out the Uriah Bathsheba situation. And they actually claim that, he says it, he points it out, the Holy Spirit points that out, but everything else doesn't point out. Well, you have polygamy in there, right? And we're just being honest. We're just looking at it as okay, we want to just be honest and learn. And listen, we're not saying the New Testament doesn't, we know that the New Testament does speak about one wife to a husband, and that's in the context of church leadership.
Which is the question I wanted to ask him. Hey, the Bible literally says
that's he's going to have to ask
a deacon
question.
Or a bishop or whatever that term is should only be the husband of one wife. So how are you in this ministry position or leadership role in a church, pastor, whatever it is, right?
Yeah, it's an honest question.
That's my top.
That he's probably been asked that right away, right? I mean, from day one, he's asked himself this question. I'm sure, listen, if he's sincere, whether he's wrong or right, if he's sincere, he's going to have to ask himself these questions, and I'm sure he's going to be prepared for us. Go ahead.
No, what you're saying, this is one of my. I want to start by asking him, how did you get here?
Yeah.
How did you get here? Did you grow up in a polygamous household? Like, what sparked in your mind to go, you know what? I bet you God does want us to marry multiple chicks.
Right.
Like, how did you get here? And how did you use the Bible to get here? Because I wonder if it's, God forbid, I wonder if it's the same way we, or the same conversations we had on Tuesday, I don't know, man. I don't know.
So we got a Bible verse. Of course, Lynette to the rescue.
Classic Lynette.
Deuteronomy 17:17. Now, I don't know the context of this, but I'm just going to read it. Deuteronomy 17:17 in the ESV. He shall not acquire many wives for himself, lest his heart turn away, nor shall he acquire for himself excessive silver or gold. I think he's talking to the king.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah.
And it says many wives, right?
Will acquire. Yeah. He shall not acquire many wives.
I'm just saying that's a very subjective term.
Right. Because if you just take the verse, right, then you can apply it to any man, right?
Because 2 is not many, 3 is not many.
Yeah. So the context of Deuteronomy 17:17, the section, the laws concerning Israel's king. So I was right. Israel may appoint a king, but only God's choice. 3 prohibitions: multiplying horses.
Oh, that's the first.
Multiplying wives, and multiplying silver or gold. Those are the 3
incredible
3 prohibitions for the king.
And let me give you a little context for that. How random is this? Don't have a lot of silver, so don't have a lot of wealth. Right. Don't have a lot of women. And don't have a lot of horses.
It's power. That's like
okay. But in the context of a king, why do you have a lot of women? Because you've made a lot of political alliances.
Right.
That's what marrying a bunch of women is for. Okay. As a king. Why do you have a lot of wealth? Because you've conquered, you've accumulated, you're greedy, I don't know, whatever. You rely on your wealth. Don't have a lot of horses. What are horses for? Battle, power, etc. God's literally telling him, or the kings, don't do the standard things the nation's kings do for protection, power, affluence, whatever.
Right.
Rely on me. I got you. I freaking got you.
Love it, Ben.
That's the point of that. And again, many is very subjective. It's a very subjective term because Solomon had
700 wives, 300 concubines.
Boom, 1,000. That's kind of a lot. That's many.
Yeah.
How many did David have actually?
A good, maybe a couple handfuls. Was that oh man, was that I wasn't thinking, man. I'm sorry.
He had a couple inklings. Inklings.
Oh, inclinings.
Inclinings. He had a couple inklings full.
And, you can apply that word in any context, buddy. It works,
dude, for sure.
Great.
How many wives did King David have? Hey, the reason I'm asking this is because that passage in Chronicles says the only thing David did wrong was take Uriah's Uriah?
Yeah,
Uriah's right.
And, Bathsheba.
The wives of David listed by name. That's not what I asked. David had named 8 wives. So he had 8 wives.
Okay.
So 8 wives is not many. Otherwise, I think in that Chronicles passage, God would have called him out for disobeying that law in Deuteronomy.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Yeah. So, dude, there's ways to skin this. I'm curious as to how this guy in particular got where he's at and how he validates what he's doing. And I'm not saying we should bring back polygamy or anything like that. But listen, I'm very, very curious why it stopped.
Yeah.
Why did it stop in the Christian history?
Right. Well, because you made a good point on Tuesday night that it was important in some cases, right? Or probably all cases for Israel.
Right.
And, they had to have so that they can procreate and spread and do what the promise was to Abraham, right?
It was a means of survival.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. And so then the question is, like you just said, well, why did it stop? When did it stop? How did it stop? Right? Did it stop overnight? Did it stop like with, what was the thing that made it stop?
Right. Because not even the New Testament, it doesn't.
We don't even hear about it though very much, right?
That's true, man. Why is this okay?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
But why is this a Jewish thing? Is that what you're going to say? Were you going?
No, I wasn't going to say
that.
that.
Okay.
I wasn't. Okay. But anyway, here we are. Thanks, Candace. No, I'm curious. It'll be an interesting discussion Tuesday. So, guys, bring your questions.
Yeah.
Bring your friends. Bring your wives.
Yeah, Lynette's throwing some New Testament verses at us, and I'm assuming like when you're talking about 1 Timothy and Titus, they're all in relation to leadership, and I haven't looked them up, but and I probably will later, but or we'll do it before the podcast
for sure,
because that is perfect for him, and that's what we're going to ask for sure. But yeah, bring questions, guys. Help us out, and be nice. Let's be nice.
And if you guys want the full discussion we had, go check out that 20-minute clip I put up today on polygamy, or the chat we had. Broski, what are you thinking?
I did have
go ahead.
What was
your question? What was your question?
I don't know if I
just hit it.
Okay. Did Adam and Eve have the capability to forget before they sinned?
Dang. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. And the reason I don't think they would have forgotten is, why do you forget? Like chemically.
Right. I think it's a dysfunction, right?
For sure. It's got to be.
Right.
It's got to be something.
And corruption, dysfunction only came with sin.
All bad. All negative. Only came with sin. Could they break a bone? Could they fall off a cliff and crack their head open? I don't know.
Probably not.
I don't know, man. What would happen?
I think their body was like pliable.
Oh my gosh! You think they would just bounce?
Well, I think it would just like kind of just land, and they wouldn't bounce,
land.
But they would just land and it wouldn't hurt. They just get right back up and dust themselves off. But go back to the forgetting thing, because if that's right, if we're right with our hypothesis, and forgetfulness is part of sin, it makes so much sense why the Israelites were told over and over and over and again throughout the whole Bible, remember, 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 remember. Like there's something that we need to do as Christians. And it goes back this ties into back to what we were saying like a half an hour ago or more about filling our mind with the things of God, with good things, right? Think about things that are excellent and honest and truthful and admirable and excellent and worthy of praise. Think about these things. I totally butchered that verse. But filling our mind with that, I think that's like our biggest struggle, Ben. I think
for sure
we have to learn how to constantly be in connection, communication with the Holy Spirit. Like, I think that's our biggest task here on earth. I don't even like to say the word task, but that's like our survival. Like we need that to be able to survive, to be able to see past the enemy's deception, to be able to navigate in the kingdom of God. We need to fill our mind with the word of God constantly.
Yeah.
And we need to be so intentional about it, Ben. Like it's got to be in our mind all the time as we're like in the shower, in the bathroom, driving, like constantly just filling our minds with it and thinking and considering the things of God. And I think that's what's going to heal our brains physically and spiritually. It's going to direct us. It's going to heal our lives, our relationships, our businesses, everything. I think it's all about filling our minds with the word of God, I think is the most important thing a Christian needs to do.
Yeah, I believe you. I totally believe you. I mean, it says the word became flesh and dwelt amongst us. You know what I mean? So to some degree, even Jesus, who is like, he is the word,
right?
He is the scripture.
Mm-hmm.
The Holy Spirit breathed those words. Like, how could you know Jesus apart from the word? The word is Jesus.
You can't. It's impossible.
And Jesus is the word.
Right.
It's like
the angel of the Lord literally means messenger, right? It's a messenger of what? The word.
Yeah.
Right. And so like all throughout the Old Testament, all throughout the New Testament, it's constant. The word. And I see it, man, when you apply yourself to the word of God through seeking and studying and asking and writing and highlighting and regurgitating and remembering and speaking it out and sharing it, dude, it changes your life, Ben. It changes your life.
It's just so hard.
That's the thing, though. That's the battle, right? So we have to make these conscious decisions and efforts, and we got to surround ourselves with people that are of like mind. We need to put practices in our life. I think that's why fasting is so important. I think that's why Sabbath is so important. I think we were given these tools to help us knowing that we're going to struggle in this darkness and this world full of distractions constantly, and that's warring for our mind, right? I mean, from the moment we wake up, man, when that light turns on, it's just constant.
Bro, do you remember that one time we tried fasting with all of our viewers?
Yeah.
I don't think I did it.
Really?
Yeah, I think I forgot.
Well, okay. I mean, there goes. Thanks for saying that. That's awesome. Yeah, man. I mean, it's
hard. Making any kind of change in your life as an adult is very hard.
But again, I think the reason why it's hard is because we're going about it wrong.
I'm sure maybe there's better like tools to utilize, but I'm just saying, once you're set in your ways, once you have your routine, once you have your schedule, it's very hard to make changes. Just like at 40, telling yourself, I'm going to go to the gym 1 hour a day.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Right. And let me give you a really cool example of that. When it comes to working out, I was never a gym guy, never a workout guy, never. I played some sports. I tried to eat well. Yeah. That I was never a gym guy. Thanks. So
Love,
true.
Joy, peace, patience.
But I still hate it. I don't go to the gym right now. I hate it. But not because I wanted to like look better, not because I am getting older and I'm getting more achy and things like that. It's all, I'm telling you, man, I don't know how, but it's all, it's so weird. The more I read the Bible, the more I want to do push-ups.
The buffer you get.
And dude, there's something about, the more I read the Bible, hey, put it this way, the more I read the Bible, the better I eat.
Interesting.
Like the more patient I get with people and with situations, the more I read the Bible, the more I want to exercise, take care of myself. The more I read the Bible, the more I want to protect what is coming in my ears, what I'm watching, the quicker I turn away from things. I'm telling you, dude, I don't have to do anything else. When you say it's hard, it's hard, it's hard. This is why it's hard, because we don't think it's that simple. We don't think that it can be that simple, Ben, but it is that simple. Jesus doesn't make it difficult. His yoke is easy. His burden is light, right? We will find rest for our souls when we come to him. It is not hard. He calls us to something simple, which is, I really believe, reading his word and praying. Like, that is what we need to do. That should be our refuge, the way we take refuge, our respite, our vacation, our time, our solitude is reading and being in his presence and through prayer. Ben, I'm telling you, man, it changes everything. That's the hack. That's the spiritual Christian biblical hack is the word of God and prayer. That's it, man.
Yeah, I believe you.
As much as you can. As much as you can. It doesn't mean to neglect your family, to neglect work. In fact, the more you do it, the more you start opening it up in your life, the Lord will make room, even more room for you. He makes time, and he will make time for you to seek him more, to knock more, to consider more, to be with him more. He will make time, because everyone has that problem. Like, they're so buried. I just don't know how to make time. You know, I'm a single mom. I have 3 kids. I work. I've heard this, man. And it's like, yeah, I get it. There's no pressure. Don't put pressure on yourself, but just start making time. Make a conscious effort. Start making time and do more, as much as you can. And you'll see that the Lord will open more and more and more time for you to do it. It's a miracle. You'll see your life totally start to change, and he will remove things out of your life. He will put things in your life. He will do everything you can to spend more time with you, because he desires us more than we desire him.
Dang. Okay. That kind of makes sense. Now I know why I've been waking up at like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning and not being able to go back to sleep.
Yes.
You know,
it's him.
And then cool, but I'm tired.
Doesn't matter.
Because I went to sleep like 2 hours ago.
Because you're tired, because you're depending on your sleep. But I'm telling you, there's something supernatural that happens when you give him your actual focus and attention through reading and prayer. It's the same thing that happens when I fast. When I fast, if I focus on him during my fast, I'm not hungry, Ben. It's a supernatural thing that transcends the spiritual into the physical. I'm not hungry. I'm fasting right now. I fast Mondays and Thursdays, Mondays and Thursdays. And I'm not hungry because I'm having this conversation with you about God. I go for a walk, and I make time. I'm deliberately feeding myself or praying. That's just what I do as much as I can. All throughout, I went to Nordstrom Rack today to look for some stuff, and I'm just praying as I'm going through the things, right? Through the clothes. I bought a pair of hiking shoes, by the way, today.
I hope you meet your wife at Nordstrom Rack while praying.
Thanks, man.
One of your wives.
Yeah, I meet her anywhere. Just meet her.
I just want to meet
one of my wives.
You just want to meet one.
The first one.
Number one.
I'm
this is my first wife.
When I get a girlfriend, I'm like, would you be my number one wife?
Hey, as you're dating and like things are going great and you guys are like involved, you know,
just shoot her the episode.
Hey, get the episode and just like slide it on the table at dinner.
Just curious of your thoughts
with the ring, you know.
No, bro. Like I said, man, I can't handle a girlfriend. I can't,
bro.
Multiple. If anything, mad respect. Just kidding.
I'm so curious. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Guys,
hey, this was fun.
We're kind of short tonight.
Yeah.
It was a good one. We wanted to get on Thursday. But I want to go hang out with my lady just a little bit.
There you go.
She's sick. So.
Oh, sorry, man. We'll be praying for her.
Okay. It's okay. I've been trying to keep my distance. I don't want to get sick.
Yeah, bro. We
got things to do. We got polygamists to talk to. The heck? She don't get it. I need another one.
Ben, I love our hanging sessions, man.
The best.
Guys, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Remember to before you leave, like this if you can. Share it with other Instagram accounts you may have. Share it with us. Share, if you were here tonight, just share it with us. That'd be nice. It gets the algo going, It doesn't matter. Just share it. Comment. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for hanging. If I didn't get to your questions, I'm sorry. I'm just a bad co-host.
We need a chat moderator. If anybody wants to be a chat moderator, please reach out.
Oh, here's a question, but we're gonna leave it at that. Because I like this question. Do you think dinosaurs existed alongside humans? Yes. Okay.
What?
I just wanted it. Do you think dinosaurs existed alongside humans?
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, for sure.
Literally all cave paintings, all tapestries, stuff all the way through the Middle Ages, they all depict dinosaurs. Come on. It's the only reason we have been told they didn't exist with dinosaurs is because they changed the name from dragon to dinosaur. And to further the evolutionary myth and BS.
Totally.
That's the only reason. Because everything is supposed to be getting bigger, better, stronger. That's evolution. But if dinosaurs the apex of creation.
We're the apex of creation, bro.
Well, we're tiny compared to a dinosaur or compared to a dragon. If they existed back then and now their antecedents are freaking geckos, like what a joke. That completely disproves.
Yeah.
That completely disproves evolution.
Evolution. Yeah, it's going backwards.
And same thing with giants. Giants existed. The Smithsonian has hidden giant bones for decades, you know. Right. They were written about in the freaking newspapers in the early 1900s with pictures and stuff. You could go get the newspapers now, and they hide those things because, again, it disproves the mythology of evolution because we are supposed to be bigger, better, stronger. But what if they were way freaking bigger before? Again, Adam and Eve were not 6 feet tall. Adam and Eve were probably pretty damn tall. At least 12 feet.
Oh, you think so?
For sure. For sure. You think God's perfect creation in humanity was like a 6 foot tall man?
I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know. No. I don't really have any like it's got to be this or that. I mean, for all I care, they could be 5 feet tall. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't do much to me how tall they are.
You think God's perfect? Perfect.
Listen, bro, like
Homo sapien
if
creation.
They're 5 feet, then they're
when
perfect.
He looked at these freaking midgets, he was like, "That's good."
But midgets to you because you're taller. But what if you were all 5 feet? Nobody would be.
Bro, midgets to everybody. Midgets to the dinosaurs.
5 feet people are not midgets of other 5 feet.
Why do you think animals would have been bigger, but God would have made humans smaller? That's so silly. Everything was bigger. Everything was bigger. And there's a reason it was bigger. Like, bigger is better, even according to God. So he made them freaking bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
Everything's been deteriorating.
Sorry, short folks.
Everything's been deteriorating. Everything's been getting smaller. Everything's been getting weaker.
Short king.
There's no way that humanity was not all bigger before the flood. There's no way.
Carrie's 5 feet. All right, all right, Gary. You're the perfect specimen there. Go, Gary.
I'm so sorry I said midget.
5 feet is not a midget. Okay?
I know. I'm sorry.
They're a little person.
I'm apologizing.
By the way, Carrie agrees with what I was saying earlier because reading the Bible, just to go back to the Bible part, like that, it changed her life and the way she was. What did she say? Let me just read it. That happened to me too. The more I know God, the more I take care of my body, which is where the Holy Spirit dwells. Yeah, but it's like a natural, almost instinct then to do it. You know,
I believe it.
You don't get like crazy. I'm not like I'm not buff. I got a dad bod still.
Show us.
All right, that's for sure. We're ending it now.
Hey, do you know who Stan Lee is?
Yeah.
I don't know why. Right now, before we were about to get off, it dawned on me that I look like a young Stan Lee.
Yeah, you do. You do. Yeah, you should be drawing comics right now.
Of giants with dinosaurs.
Giants, yes. On the back of dinosaurs.
Look.
That's dude. That's gonna be you when you're.
Oh my God.
That's you in
sick.
30 years.
You think I'm gonna look like this in 30 years?
Yeah, bro. We're gonna age so much worse than these people,
bro.
Well, I don't know. You're in Boise now, so you're probably like gaining your life back.
But it's hard work. So I'm outside. It's cold.
But that's good for you.
Skin is chapped.
That's good for you.
It's not good for the wrinkles. It's bad for the wrinkles.
Yeah,
humidity is good for
wrinkles. Are in when you're 65, 70. You're good. You're gonna look good. You're gonna have great hair. I think if you have like white long hair, that's gonna be so dope, dude.
No, I can't do that. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna cut it off.
What? Are you serious?
Dude, Rebecca doesn't like it.
Maybe she'll change. We'll pray for her.
Please do.
What was that guy Mark said Ben looked like? Oh yeah, what was that guy that the father? I can't believe this is.
Who said that?
Lynette. Father Farducci.
Farducci?
Is that it? Father Farducci.
Oh, that sounds like Douchey. Father.
You're gonna type it. Farducci. Father something. Yeah.
Ducci?
Even Carrie remembers.
Oh no! Father Guido Sarducci.
Sarducci. Okay. Hey man, I'm proud of myself,
dude. Where is Mark?
Yeah, man, where's he been?
Get
your
him back
butt
over here.
Get it. Yeah, someone message him.
We probably said something he didn't like. Look at this.
Yeah.
That's me. That's me.
Okay, that's you like now,
These are
or
me right
maybe
now.
like in like 5 years, and then
These are me.
that's you in 5
Father-
years, and that's you at 45, and then Stanley is you at like 7.
Father Guido Scartucci.
You have a lot to look forward to there, Ben. Rebecca is going to be a happy woman for a very long time.
One of them. Well, on that note,
all right, guys. Thanks for hanging.
We'll see you Tuesday.
Love you guys. Bye.
Peace. Good night.